Dad used to say that childhood was like being drunk. Everyone remembers what you did, except you.
Good one, Dad.
I think animation in general can be a great vehicle and medium for, presenting the audience with challenging subject matter. And, I've never seen animation as a genre. I've just seen it as actually, it has many advantages. We have that wonderful tool of exaggeration. The audience, they have to suspend their disbelief with animation. They have to give over, and I think that's an advantage. I do wonder how my films would look if they were made in live action, but I don't think they'd work. I think there's just something inherent in animation, in particular stop motion, that allows you to really push the boundaries of storytelling.
Are you dressed like an ant?
No, I'm a snail.
Oh, funny.
I think actors particularly love supporting and engaging in animation because it's an easy ask for them in many ways. But having said that, Sarah really had to dig deep for her performance in this, because it's deceiving, but what I was after was a very naturalistic performance, and I didn't want her to put on a voice. And, there's quite a lot of trauma in her life, and so Sarah and I spent a lot of sessions, getting the takes we needed. What I did too was very early on, because I realized, well, to get that intimacy, the best thing to do would to bring in one of the clay snails. So we brought in Sylvia and sat it down next to Sarah, and she just gave her performance to this inanimate snail. But it really helped bring in that authenticity and quietness I was after. I was after a lot of just nuance and subtlety and again, believability, that this was all real.
I believed in glasses half full and silver linings. Life was fleeting, but so precious.
I struggle at times because I worry the films are getting very dark and bleak. And so I try and temper that with as much humour as possible, and just gags, just cramming as many visual gags in there as possible to balance out that darkness. And one of my favourite quotes is, and I collect quotes, is that without the dark, the light has no meaning. And so I've always loved that idea that when moments of levity come along, they're actually in many ways a release of tension, because you've had all this trauma and suffering from the characters, and then you have Pinky come along and just brighten it all up. And I've always believed that that's what laughter is that release of tension.
Childhood was life's best season. It never lasts, but everyone deserves one. I remember everything.